Please come.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good
Sit down,
afternoon. Good
please.
afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you.
So, Miss Vaibhavi, please introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. So my name is Vaibhavi Agrawal. I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh. I have done most of my schooling from Raipur itself. So thereafter, I have done my graduation, BTech plus MTech in Electrical Engineering from IIT Bombay with minors in Computer Science and Engineering. Sir, I have graduated in year 2023. After that, I have been preparing for this exam. And sir, apart from academics, I like painting, sir.
Tell me, why are IITians not seeking a career in their core competencies and trying to get into the civil service on which they have no idea? Why is this trend? Because we see a lot of people like you from IITs not pursuing a career in which they are competent.
Sir, the goal with which IIT were set up was that to lead the post-independent India in to give the highly skilled personalities to lead the India, sir. So I think, sir, the study which we do in IIT is not just solely the technical background, but the students are equally versed in serving the civil services as well, sir. On the other,
No, you haven't answered my question. It's not clear. Why are the IITians not pursuing a career in their core competency?
sir, it is upon the student in which
That's all right,
sector.
but I'm asking you to give me some causes, some reasons, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're getting into these IITs. IIT Bombay is one of the top
Yes.
institutions. Is there something wrong with the IITs in their teaching methodology?
No, sir.
Then,
Sir, it is one is, sir, the interest after getting into the IIT. There are various sectors where the student develop interest and then pursue that career. So not just solely engineering career. For example, in finance, there are many IITians who are also working in the finance sector, in consultancy as well, in civil services as well, sir. Second is, sir, there is...
so tell us the reforms in IIT to make them better for people like you, can you identify some basic areas where even IITs can do better?
Sir, there are less number of women in the STEM, and in the IITians there are further less number of women who get admitted. So I think one
I'm talking about reforms. You're talking about gender. Reforms in the IIT, making them better. Think about it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Vaibhavi?
Yes, sir.
What does Vaibhavi mean?
Sir, Vaibhavi is derived from Sanskrit word Vaibhav, which means glory, prosperity and good qualities, sir. On the spiritual context, sir, my mother has named me after the goddess Vaibhav Lakshmi. When I was born, she used to worship her. So after her, my mother named him Vaibhavi, sir.
Okay. And you are from Raipur?
Yes, sir.
Born and brought up there?
Yes, sir.
Studied also there
Yes,
initially?
yes, sir.
Why Raipur is important?
So for the country,
Importance of Raipur.
so first it is the capital city of the state.
Good.
It is a junction. It acts like a connectivity junction. We have to. That's why it was also chosen as the capital city. So that is one. Secondly, it is an economic hub as well for the many youth all around the state. They come to Raipur in search of employment opportunity. So that is second. So third is in terms of administration. Majority of the administration of the state happen in the Raipur. So that is, for example, the meetings of the higher level bureaucracy and the secretariat, etc., are situated there. So that is third.
I am asking about Raipur district, not only Raipur city.
So Raipur district, one importance is that, sir, there are many manufacturing sector, as the state is a iron rich state, and through iron where various products can be manufactured. In the nearby vicinity of Raipur, we have a lot of manufacturing units, especially in the iron and steel sector. So that is one importance. So secondly is that in the food processing sector as well, as our state has a lot of agriculture commodity as well, Raipur is flourishing as the food processing industry also, sir. The whole district.
Anything else? Just think about it. Religious importance, historical importance.
Yes, sir. So one importance religious in terms of we have a temple dedicated to the mother, that's a sole temple in whole country dedicated to the mother of Lord Ram. The area of Chhattisgarh is used to call Dakshin Kaushala in the ancient time, and it is Nanihal of Lord Ram. So in that sense, Raipur holds a significance historic in religious sense, and yes, sir, this is all I can recall.
Okay. What is Chhattisgarh's total budget?
So I have to read about it.
Okay, कोई बात नहीं. What are the main items of GDP in Chhattisgarh?
So one is agricultural commodity and second is manufacturing sector, sir. They contribute majority of the GDP in the state. In agriculture, the rice commodity has the paddy, as to say. So that is a major contribution in the agriculture. And sir, in manufacturing, the steel and the iron processing industry are.
What is the state of left-wing extremism there?
So it is according to the government data, sir, there are still 4 districts which are critically, last data which government has produced. Although, sir, with the recent steps which we are taking, it is about to be eradicated with the steps which government, central government, state government, and we all as a citizen are taking. So, sir, I believe that it is the ideology is getting eliminated.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Vaibhavi, you are, I think, your optional is maths.
Yes, sir.
You have did if you see your number in 10th, 12th, academic excellence, everywhere you are a number 1. So my question is, and number 1 is very important role in mathematics. So first tell me whether it's a math is correct or mathematics is correct. Which one is the proper word?
Sir, I think it is mathematics, sir. In short, we call it maths.
Are you sure? Maths is a correct
So I have
word?
to read which word is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
And now tell me why factorial 1, 0 is 1? That is also related with maths.
0 factorial is 1.
Yes. You know that?
Yes, sir.
Why it is so?
Sir, the usage of factorial which we usually do is for the permutation and combination. We say that if there are 2 items, how many ways we can.
That is fine. That
yes,
is
sir.
the definition of the permutation and
Yes,
combination.
sir. Yes, sir.
But why the factorial 0 is 1?
Sir, if we have 0 item, there is just one way to place it or do the permutation and combination has 0 factorial
But
is
that
1.
is the usage part.
Yes, sir.
So what is the logic behind?
So I have to read about
Okay,
it.
fine, no issue. So number 1 has also equal important in 1G. Have you heard about 1G?
Yes, sir.
2G?
Yes, sir.
Because you have given a paper on 5G application.
Yes, sir.
So what is the difference between 1G and 2G? The basic fundamental difference.
Sir, in 1G, it was the voice messaging, sir, in the analog voice signals
Now you are
only.
coming analog.
Analog.
And the 2G is digital.
Yes, sir.
That is the basic fundamental
Yes, sir.
difference. Not the voice messages. Okay, so is there any usage of electrical signal in computer?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
Sir, the computer, the basic computer comes from the word computing. So in that, sir, we use 0 and 1. That is represented as a high voltage, low voltage in the computer too.
Okay, very good. Okay, my last question is, why you have did the fine arts 23, 25?
Sir, after I graduated from IIT, I went home and I was preparing for this examination, sir.
Okay.
In meanwhile, as I mentioned, sir, I like painting and I got the opportunity. I knew that I got to know that there is one institute that is offering the course, and I enrolled for it, sir, for my to
So
learn
what
it.
you learned in the fine arts?
Sir, it is a 2-year program. I learned painting, sir, in that.
Okay, which type of painting?
Sir, in that there were Indian painting like miniature painting we learned, 2D printing we learned, some sketching, basic of sketchings, and a few modern arts we learned, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you read this somewhere or have you heard of it? Ramanujan, I think he's called the father of mathematics, isn't
Yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir.
He saw a dream, and in the dream, he saw a red line which solved many of the difficult equations. But later on, after he woke up, he said they were all true. And all the equation solving was much ahead of the time.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of this?
Yes, sir.
Anything unique about him, Ramanujan, apart from this?
Sir, he was, sir, according to me, he was god of mathematics. He has such a brilliant love, or I would say the understanding of mathematics. Sir, I think, so there's one, when he was, I remember, sir, one thing, when he was very sick and he came, a friend of him, Professor Hardy, came to meet him. And he expressed that I came with a very boring taxi number, that was 1729. That was such a boring taxi number. Instantly, Ramanujan replied, "No, it's not boring. It's the smallest number which can be written with the cube of two numbers in two different ways." Sir, I think that was very brilliant of him. He instantly replied, and he was truly a god of mathematics, sir.
Okay. Have you heard of the Monroe Doctrine and Donroe Doctrine?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about that.
So Monroe Doctrine was given by the President of USA in the 19th century, in the early decades, in which he said that the European imperialism shouldn't be pursued in the Western Hemisphere, and the America will take care of it. For example, the Latin America, for the whole Western, they will create a Western sphere of influence in which they will lead. And so that doctrine is again used by current President Donald Trump, and hence he is also invoking that doctrine, and he has termed it as, instead of Monroe, he has said it as Donroe Doctrine.
Is it any different from Monroe Doctrine?
So the Monroe Doctrine was majorly for during the time when the imperialism was very popular. They wanted the European involvement less in the Western Hemisphere. So currently it is about the imperialism is no more. So I think, sir, that is one difference between the two.
Read more about it.
Yes,
Okay.
sir, I'll read.
European Union has approved a landmark pact now with Mercosur. You know, those area countries,
Yes,
they are
sir.
bloc countries.
Yes, sir.
How do you see this? And they have signed this trade deal after 25 years of negotiation.
Yes, sir.
How do you see this evolving?
So currently in the recent time,
Will it go against Donroe Doctrine or Monroe Doctrine, do you think? Europe,
yes, sir,
with all those countries
yes,
like Argentina, Brazil, Uruguay,
yes,
Paraguay,
yes, sir.
all that.
Yes, sir. So if sir, it is up to the USA's foreign policy. I think it may go against it, the Donroe Doctrine, which they are looking for.
Okay. The economic survey will be out as per reports on 29th of January. Okay, just before the budget, a couple of days before the budget.
Yes, sir.
Why is it important, the economic survey, I think?
Sir, economic survey is important because it gives the data of how the economy has done in the past few years, and how it will be doing, what should be the vision ahead in the next year, sir. So that is why economic survey is important. It gives the brief data for the country regarding the various sectors. They also give sector-wise their opinion how we should pursue, sir, going ahead.
Thank you, Vaibhavi.
Thank you, sir.
Vaibhavi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
You're doing very well, okay? Keep it up. Good. Okay. You were discussing about IITs, etc. in the beginning, right? So,
sir.
what kind of educational reforms do you think we need going forward?
So one which is also mentioned in the national education policy is availing the content in the local language, because many of us face the language barrier due to paucity of the
What
material.
else?
So,
So, we'll convert everything into the vernacular languages. What else?
sir, the learning which we do should be, so the learning output, there needs work towards the learning, increasing the learning outcome rather than just rote learning. It can be more towards understanding the very nuances, and activity based learning can be
How do
promoted.
we do that?
Sir, for example, in the mathematics, which often students struggle because of lack of understanding, and that leads to the development of fear. In mathematics, sir, there can be various activities through which we can teach the subtraction, addition in a more interactive and understanding way.
What else?
Sir, similarly in other aspects like science also, we can have the experiments to teach the.
Acha. Okay, we'll move forward now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What do you think are the budget priorities, or what should be the priority sectors for the budget?
So one should be towards increasing the employment opportunity, increasing the
Sector, I said. Budget priority sectors.
so one can be farmer,
Farmers. Okay.
agriculture
what else?
sector.
Okay.
So secondly, towards the manufacturing sector.
Okay. What else?
So third can be startup, increasing the startup sectors towards that.
What about education,
Yes,
health,
sir. Yes, sir.
defense,
Yes, sir.
AI?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the size of our budget?
So that I have to look.
Rough estimate. No? Okay, no problem. Don't worry. Okay. What is the budget called? What is the official term for the budget?
So it is called annual financial statement
And
as.
which article deals with it?
So roughly around article 100, sir, I have 100.
Okay, okay, don't worry. Finally, okay. Inflation is under control. Why?
So inflation was due to the increase in the price of agricultural commodity and the crude oil, sir, that has reduced, and hence the inflation has come under even 2%, sir, in the recent time too.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Vaibhavi.
sir.
Vaibhavi, your interview is over. Kindly wait for some time. We'll call you for feedback.
Thank you, sir.